welcome to JFE if you are new here, and welcome back if you keep coming here now and again. Today's topic, leaflet, is actually an important one, as I always say, because I am actually dealing with important topics for HSC or 12th. So before we begin the topic, let me clarify one thing right before you guys. If you are unable to see the handwriting on the whiteboard, don't you worry, because I am going to share the bottom line with you on which you can read the content. Apart from that, I will also be sharing with you guys the PDF and the screenshot, because of which it would be very easy for you to read and understand these things. Now, coming back to the topic, leaflet. What is the definition for a leaflet? Think, rack your brains. A leaflet is a printed sheet of paper with some information. Okay, now there are two kinds of leaflet. The first one is a general leaflet, and the second one is a tourist leaflet. In the tourist leaflet, we provide information about some tourist destination such as Agra or Ajanta Caves or something like that. Okay, so here in this video session, we are going to study the tourist leaflet. The very first question that arises in the minds of students: so how many lines should we write? So there should be around 15 lines, okay, more or less 15 lines. In these many lines, you should cover your entire leaflet. Okay, there is one very important thing that you should bear in your mind while you are writing a leaflet, a tourist leaflet. Okay, and what's that? When you start writing, divide the whole tourist leaflet in 3 sections. The first one will be introduction, the last one will be conclusion, and in the middle you have to deal with 4 or 5 points. Now, how to remember these 4 or 5 points? That's not a tension, that's not a problem, because right below the introduction and right above the conclusion, all these points will be given to you in the question paper. What you have to do is to pick up the points from the question paper and to put it on your answer sheet and to develop them. Okay, you have to develop them. So let's begin. So guys, what do you think? Why is there such a question of leaflet in the examinations? Actually, you have to give details of a tourist destination, of a tourist spot to somebody. Say it's your friend who lives in America. So you have to give this information to him about some tourist destination, and you have to convince him to come here, to come India and visit this particular site, apart from visiting other sites, of course. So how should you prepare it? Now remember, the one model that I have prepared, this one is not the final one. You can learn from it, but you can make your own points. If you think these points are not sufficient, you can just prolong, you can just increase the size of your tourist leaflet. So it's your question. Prepare a short tourist leaflet on any one hill station. Now guys, look here, the destination, the tourist spot is not mentioned here. Now it's up to you, up to us to choose the spot of your choice. You can use the following points. How many points are there? There are total 5 points. How to reach there, stay, what to see, shopping, and add your own points. So we will develop all these points. But first things first, let's give the title Tourist Leaflet Mahabaleshwar. This one is our tourist spot. Okay, we are going to prepare all the points to develop all the points on this particular destination. Let's begin with introduction. Mahabaleshwar is a wonderful hill station in the state of Maharashtra. Where is it located? In the state of Maharashtra. Now look here, there are 2 words. One is apostrophe S and the other is off, and meaning ka, and the meaning of ka. Then what is the difference? If these both have the same meaning, then what is the difference? We use apostrophe S with living things, and we use off with non-living things. Okay, so state of Maharashtra, non-living, that's why we have used off. It's just 120 km from Pune. Now this one is our introduction. How long should our introduction be? Around 2 lines. Okay, the very first point, how to reach. Okay, You can come up to Pune by roadways, railways and airways. Now your friend, let's say he lives in America, USA. Now he doesn't know how to come up to Mahabaleshwar. So we are telling him that he can come up to Pune by either roadways or railways or airways. But from Pune, comfortable road with beautiful scenery is amazing. Scenery is a word which is always in singular form. Okay, you cannot say one scenery and two sceneries. However big the scene is, you will also always have to say scenery. The second point, stay. Many hotels are available from deluxe to budget. Now there are these two terms in practical usage. Deluxe is used for costly things, okay, and budget, this one is used for things which are not very costly, which are in your budget. Apart from this, some lodges are also available. So say your friend knows the destination Mahabaleshwar, you have given him the introduction and you have told him how he can come up to Pune, and from Pune how he can go to Mahabaleshwar and where he can stay and so on. Now what we are going to develop, what to see. Once he comes to Mahabaleshwar, these all are the points that he can see. The first one is Wilson Point, which is 4,710 meters from sea level. The other one, Connaught Peak, which is second highest point. The third one, Elphinstone Point. The fourth one, River Solchi, which is with small villages. And I have already included the fifth point, Arthur's Seat, which is also called Queen of all points. Now remember, whichever the place is, be it Bombay, be it Aurangabad, be it Delhi, the destination that you are describing, if you fall short on words, if you do not have enough information about that place, you can use general words. It's a very golden tip, okay? If you do not have any detailed information about that particular tourist spot, you can add things like it's very good for old people, it's wonderful for children, the climate here is very good, you can do shopping here, this one is my favorite, tourists from all over the world come here. Such points are going to increase the size of your tourist spot. Now point number 4 or fourth, let's clear this concept. When you write English numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how do you read them? You read them like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But when you write Latin numbers, how do you read them? First, second, third, fourth and fifth. Okay, you cannot read these numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to read these numbers as first, what you will have to do, you will have to write like this, first. If you have to make second of this, you will have to add nd. Then you can read this 2 as second. If you want to read it as third, what you will have to do, you will have to add rd in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in English, first, second, third. If you add st, nd, rd to English numbers, but if you have Latin numbers, you have to read them like first, second, third. I have seen enough people, what they do is they write a Roman number, a Latin number like this, and they add th here. If it is already fourth, then what is the purpose behind adding th here? One more thing, there is no need to draw such lines, okay? Many people draw these lines. It is quite unnecessary and wrong. The last things, people say these are Roman numbers. These are not. Actually, there are two things, Latin and Roman. Roman is related to people, okay? Like Roman gladiators, Roman warriors, Roman people. But when you are talking about language, you will have to use Latin language, Latin alphabets in this way, okay? So what's our topic? Point number 4, shopping. The Sabreen Road is a wonderful place for shopping. There in Mahabaleshwar, this road is famous for shopping. You can buy strawberries and jellies or jams here. These things are famous there, okay? Now let's develop the fifth point. Our last point, add your own point. Now here we are free to add our own points. the point that we think is suitable, we can just add that point. What I have written, now look, this tourist destination is a hill station, so this point is suitable here. The climate here is good for people of all ages. For nature lovers, this place is a must. Now we have developed all 5 points here in the leaflet. What next? We have done the introduction, we have done the 5 points. Now it's time for conclusion. This one is our conclusion. Don't you think you should visit the place to know more? Now here you are trying to convince your American friend to come to India, and apart from, besides visiting all the other places, he should also visit this one. Okay, what are the points to remember? Your tourist leaflet should be around 15 lines. There should be a proper introduction, the middle section, and a proper conclusion. What you are trying to do in the tourist leaflet is to give information to other people about a particular place, so that they should be able to come here and visit this particular place. It's the screenshot on your screen. If you liked the video, please subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you for listening the lecture.